This video is about how to graph points in the polar coordinate system. So on your handout, you have a polar coordinates that are graph that's given, and it looks a lot like the unit circle, but there are more places marked on this than your unit circle. So first I want you to look at this and just be aware that where normally the first place that is marked is pi over 6, they have it split up into, excuse me, 15-degree increments. So the first place they have marked is 15 degrees, not 30 degrees, which is pi over 12. So just be aware of that. This is pi over 6, pi over 4, pi over 3, 5 pi over 12. They have these little every 15 degrees. So it's a little bit different. That just means you have to be kind of careful. We're going to graph these points I have marked on the worksheet A through E. And so let's begin with A, which is -6, 165 degrees. So what you should do to graph the point -6, 165 degrees is find 165 degrees. So right here is 165 degrees. Now, if we had a positive number, we would move towards in the direction of 165 degrees. But we have a -6, so that means we're going to go 180 degrees across from that, and we're going to go 6 that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this will be the first place we put something, and this is point A. B is 7, 15 degrees. So go to 15 degrees, and so here is 15 degrees, and then we're going to move up the grid 7 marks in the direction of 15 degrees because 7 is positive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just like that. This is B. C is -4, 90 degrees. Go to 90 degrees, which is right here. But since it says -4, we're going to go in the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is where C will be. D is 5, 45 degrees. Find 45 degrees. Right here, we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this will be D. E is 4, -15. Go to -15. Okay, this is where people get, I don't know, something goes funny with them. But -15 degrees is if you're moving clockwise, 15 degrees. So this right here, this is -15 degrees. So go to -15 degrees, and they want us to go 4 units out. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is where E is. Okay. 5, 135. Find 135 right here, and we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so this is going to be F right here. Okay. G is -6, -90. So first, go to the angle, -90. Where is -90? Well, go clockwise 90 degrees. So this 270 is 90 degrees. So we would move this direction. However, it is -6. So we're going to go the opposite way, 6 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we will put G right there. H is 5, -270. Where is -270? Well, -270 is this way. It's the same thing as 90. So find -270. There it is. And go up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is where we will put H. At the bottom of your sheet, I've given you more points to plot. However, they're not in degrees. They're in radians. So that's fine. We know how to do both of these things. 4, 7 pi over 6. First, go to the angle. 7 pi over 6, and it is right here. It's marked. This is 7 pi over 6, and we're supposed to move 4 in this direction from the pole, the origin sort of. So we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4 in that direction and put a point, and that is going to be I. Okay. And then J is -2 pi over 4. So go to pi over 4. Right here is pi over 4. Since it's -2, we'll go in the opposite direction. So we're going to go down 1, 2 in the opposite direction. And that's where J is. Last time I put little wings on my I, it confused the class. They thought it was a H, so I'm just going to label I like that. K is -4, -3 pi over 4. So go to the angle, -3 pi over 4. So this is negative pi over 4, negative pi over 2, -3 pi over 4 is right here. But it says to go -4, so that means we'll go in the opposite direction. So we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is where K gets labeled. L is 8 pi over 3. Go to pi over 3. Here it is, and we're going to go up 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's right here, and that is point L. M is 7, negative pi over 6. Go find negative pi over 7 pi over 6. Okay, negative 7 pi over 6 is all the way here at positive 5 pi over 6. That is negative 7 pi over 6. And then we're supposed to go 7 units that direction. So go from the center that direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is M. N is -6 pi over 4. Go find pi over 4. Here it is. Go 6 in the opposite direction because it was a negative number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's N. O is 4, -11 pi over 4. Now this one you have to think about a little bit because you don't see -11 pi over 4. So let's find something we can that's coterminal. -11 pi over 4 plus 2 pi over 1 is coterminal. Just to make sure you can see it, -11 pi over 4 plus 8 pi over 4 is the same thing as plus 2 pi. Now they have a common denominator and I can add. This is -3 pi over 4. So -11 pi over 4 is coterminal with -3 pi over 4. Go to -3 pi over 4. So that is right here. Right here is -3 pi over 4 at 5 pi over 4. Go 4 units in that direction. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is where O will be. P is -2, negative pi over 3. Go find negative pi over 3. So pi over 3 is this far up positive. So pi over 3 is down here at 5 pi over 3. This is negative pi over 3. And so this is the direction we would move. However, it says to move -2. So we're going to go the opposite direction from here. We're going to go up 1, 2. Oops, sorry, I'm on the wrong one. 1, 2 at the 2 pi over 3. That is where point P is. So did I get all the points? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Okay, looks like we got them all. That is how you can graph a point in the polar coordinate system.